But I can just edit out the other one. But welcome back to another episode of. I almost called this shit Shack Talk. Wow. Welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of House Divided Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Dwayne Hewitt. I'm here with my guy, Smoog. Chubbs is not in here today because he went to go see Black Adam. So, things happen. That's my guy, though. And then we have the reoccurring guest, Joe, who should just be a co-host, but he just won't take the commitment. And I appreciate that because he won't take the commitment because he knows it's a commitment that he has to do. So he's like, I'm not committed.
I feel that because I'm just like, I'll come on if y'all need me. But I don't need to come on because I have to.
I'm going to act like I need Joey every time. Like, I'm like, Joe,
yeah, that's funny, bro.
But yeah. Welcome back to another episode of House Divided Sports Podcast, man. Few housekeeping things. Last episode, house cleaning. I was like, what was I saying? Housekeeping things before we go ahead and get started, man. Make sure you guys follow us on Instagram. It's going to be a new one, House Divided Sports Pod, that is now created. I didn't tell Smooth that or Joey or anybody else that, but that is a new Instagram. Make sure you got same thing for TikTok, House Divided Sports Pod, and YouTube. If you're on YouTube, hit that like button, hit that comment button, subscribe. Appreciate everybody that's been tuning in. We got some more views. We got some more subscribers in the past coming weeks. So definitely happy about that. Road to 100. But super excited to, get ready on this pod. And basketball season is back. We haven't talked basketball. So we do got some topics for you guys to go ahead and talk some basketball. So before we go ahead and get started, Smoog, is there anything you want to go say to the people at all?
Yeah, man. Like basketball season's back. A lot of my predictions is somewhat, falling apart. However, by the end of the season, they might, be back where they need to be. But yeah, I'm excited. Definitely excited.
All right. Well, basketball is here. Joe, anything you got to say before we get started?
Nah, man. This is probably the best time for sports, man. Almost everything's going on at the same time right now, so I'm happy. I got something to watch every day. So,
Hockey's even starting back up.
What are we talking about hockey for? Joey do dead ass be watching hockey though.
I'll be watching hockey.
I watch hockey, bro.
I'll be watching hockey.
Watch hockey. The only time Wayne watch hockey is when they playing either the Capitals or the Penguins.
Penguins.
Yeah.
No.
Me? Whatever your Florida team is.
Panthers. I only watch playoffs, Panthers. And I'm talking
playoffs would be lit.
Yeah, all that trash last year when they beat us.
Yeah,
team going to the playoffs.
Yeah, I had to get my.
Panthers was lit last year. They're the fastest team in hockey right now. So they really
name one player for.
I don't know a single player. But I have been to some Florida Panthers games in my lifetime, so I believe I should be able to speak to my team. Don't come in here hating because my team beat yours. All right. That's just how I do, man.
Capitals be getting whooped, bro. They get whooped by the Penguins.
Just because you said that, I'm going to fully submerge myself into hockey season now. I will be watching hockey. I will learn players just for you and Ray, so I could bring some topics on here. So anytime we beat you guys, I can talk about the pace of the game, the saves. All I
gotta say is, I'm a Washington fan and all the other sports besides the main ones, which is the NBA and NFL. And in those other sports, we've won the championship within the past 5 years. So
that is true.
That is true. About that.
What you like the baseball team there?
I like the Nationals. I've been to a lot of Nationals games when I was home. Never been to a Mystics game, but I definitely been to
that's WNBA.
Capitals, and I've been to the Capitals. A lot of Capitals games and a lot of Nationals games.
So before we start, I actually saw something crazy about WNBA. Right, it's been going around on Twitter. I don't know if y'all seen it, but it said the entire span of the WNBA, since it's been around, has not made a profit. Not 1 year. They made one. They have been in the positives, or they broke even type stuff. So I was like, I heard that. I was like, damn. I mean, it kind of makes sense for, when we talk about pay gaps. And I was just seeing like a couple solutions on how it can get fixed. And, uh, a lot of basketball players, NBA players say they support the NBA.
They're the biggest
When,
supporters
yeah,
statistically. Yeah.
right. So I do think female basketball players should get paid at a high level because they're the best female basketball players out there in the world. I mean, sometimes I can't compare. I'm not going to compare men and women playing basketball. I do think they should get paid more, but compared to how the guys are getting paid, I'm not saying they should get paid as much as the guys. But how do you increase revenue for WNBA, right? For people that's already watching basketball, what suggestions you would have for WNBA for them to increase revenue or increase profits without increasing costs? So that the women can get paid more. Why do you think you can make? Because I mean, for me as a basketball fan, I just think WNBA is just a bit slower for me, so I kind of get bored watching it.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I feel like for females in this, we always compare female basketball to the NBA, and if you look at the NBA, like you said, it's much more of a faster pace. It's more excitement. Players dunking. I feel like honestly, and it's no knock to WNBA, but WNBA basketball to me is like the play style is that of like college. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so generic. It's not a lot of like.
But March Madness is ridiculous, though. We watch March Madness.
Let me say, so I think the way to improve it, and one, we got to support it. I actually was talking to myself. I was like, next WNBA season, I want to be like a WNBA like content creator. So I'm gonna be really like fully submerging myself into the game because one, I have a daughter, and she's probably gonna be tall and probably just gonna want to play basketball, soccer, just one of those sports. So I told myself like moving forward, I gotta make sure I support it in the best way I can. So. But I think the reason why we love all these other sports is because, it's exciting. But the reason why it's exciting because it shows that these people that are playing these sports are like superior athletes, right?
Right.
It shows that. You can clearly show that. With the WNBA, we know they're probably the most superior like women athletes, but it doesn't really pop out on the screen like that. So They gotta win. I think one thing they should do, and this is people hate to say this, but you do gotta lower the rim. So you can see more dunks, see more excitement in that way. I believe you do got to speed up the pace of the game as well. I was gonna
reduce the shot clock.
Yeah, reduce the shot clock, and then speed up the pace of the game. Because when you watch it, like I was watching some of the finals, like the Aces playing the finals. Because I was like, that's why I told myself I got to like do it. And I was watching. I was like, no, this is like it's cool. Like we like watching the girls basketball team play when we were in college. Yeah, we were like, it's exciting, but they're shooting.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like when it comes, even with female college basketball, I feel like that was exciting. It was the one of the years, like within the past 5 years, I would say, there were a lot of good games in the March Madness series. You know what I'm saying? Like it was holding a lot of my attention. I watched it where Enrique was playing. Yeah. I know when way back when Maya Moore was playing, I used to watch.
Those games just lit.
Yeah, UConn used to dominate, and I used to be tuned in. I just feel like when it got to the next level, it was much of the same, and you expected to see more from those, professional athletes on a higher level. But I think it's being compared, like you said, Wayne and Joy, to the NBA, which is a lot more excitement. Like players dunking, you got them superior athletes in the NBA, high flyers and stuff like that, ankle breakers. You don't see too much of that in the WNBA. And I just feel like it's because it's just so like you said, there are no superior athletes in the WNBA. Besides like a Brittany Griner.
Like I wouldn't say there's no superior athletes. They're superior athletes. It just isn't shown as often.
It doesn't show, right? Yeah. So I'll say this, right? So, so there's a couple arguments I saw on Twitter. I was just kind of freaking running into a rabbit hole, but when I think about the NBA, I think about like how LeBron and we got Tatum now and AI, how these guys came about. And those guys came about because they saw somebody before them do it and they were idolized for it. They got paid a lot of money for it, so it generated more NBA players to play at a high level. So the argument I was seeing, and I bring that up because the argument I was seeing is that the females aren't getting paid. They're not getting paid over. They're not even getting paid six figures,
Yeah, they
right?
make more money overseas than they do.
Yeah, so
there are
so
mascots. There are mascots who make more than WNBA players.
NBA mascots make more than some the highest women NBA players. So the thing is, what they're arguing is that there's no motivation to create high level women basketball players because the league isn't successful, and there's nothing that is like, because they said that a girl would rather go be a doctor than be an NBA player because they make more money, or go into programming or do other jobs because they can make six figures doing that instead of playing basketball where you're giving up pretty much your whole life around this game.
Yeah, and I don't even think they got their. I think they may have just got it, but I don't even think they used to get chartered planes. They used to like have to go on like commercial flights, bro. That's like crazy. You're a professional athlete, you have to go on a commercial flight. That just sounds unheard of to me. So, like college athletes get chartered flights.
Yeah, and that's just the argument I was hearing. I was like, damn, that kind of makes sense. Like if the benefits don't look good over there, why even put all the sweat, tears, blood into getting drafted top 1, top 4 to get paid less than my homegirl that just graduated and she got a doctorate degree. So I don't know. It kind of makes sense. I just thought I'd bring it up. I just thought it was a good topic to talk about since we talk about basketball.
That's definitely a good topic. I think they should definitely find a way to like incorporate the NBA more too as well. Do more things with them together. I think that would be helpful to help them grow that brand and stuff. So
I definitely don't think though just because they're women. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that at all. Because we watch other women's sports and be on the edge of our seats. Like, I mean, I can't name too many because.
But when you name other women's sports though, like soccer, they generate more money than the men, and they just got their pay raise. You feel me?
Yeah. But also tennis, too, like soccer, soccer specifically,
it's a world sport. Yeah.
Yeah, that's an international sport. Like soccer is not even the biggest sport in our country. You know what I'm saying? So, tennis, when it comes to that, like you have those.
And I want to mention though about tennis for women tennis games. The games are shorter. To accommodate to women. So I think,
but being a tennis player in general is, that's athleticism. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, it displays it more often. Yeah,
right. Especially because it's an individual sport. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just think, like I said, we just compare the WNBA to the NBA, which is why it just puts so low on the total.
I mean, that's his counterpart, so there's no one else to compare it.
Yeah, I understand. It's just unfortunate.
But. Yeah, that's really what it is. It is very unfortunate.
Yeah, unfortunate. Yeah. Like, make a game easier, make a game faster, and people probably watch it more, to be honest.
So. Yeah. All right, man. I didn't think we can get into full-fledged WNBA topic 13 minutes into the pod, but hey, man.
I mean, we got to start it somewhere.
I agree. I mean, I love it. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a lot more WNBA content on TikTok, YouTube, on my pages. So I like that we're doing that. So that's pretty dope. Let's go ahead and go with first topic of the day. So basketball season has fully started, fully emerged. We're about a week and a half in. And I want to talk about if anybody has any takeaways so far from what we've seen thus far this season. We do have a Lakers topic and stuff, so we don't want to get fully into that. But just anything you saw so far that was surprises, disappointments. Let's talk about that.
Slow start for the Nuggets. That's one of the disappointments for me. Thought they were going to look better, to be honest. That was it. For it. And the Lakers, man, but we could talk about them a little bit later. Heat, disappointing. There's a lot of disappointments. Surprising. The Jazz, would I think DL mentioned it earlier. That was surprising.
Don't get tricked. Do not get tricked by the Jazz.
Surprising. We say early, early perceptions what we see of them right now, but surprised. And I did not expect that from them. Didn't they beat Minnesota?
Yeah, they beat Minnesota. Yeah,
they beat Minnesota.
Okay,
they're 3-1.
Yeah.
Well, that's all I got.
I was looking. It's way too soon to tell. I ain't about to get into a whole spiel about me being right, me being wrong, or not. I definitely am disappointed in the Lakers right now. But at the same time, they have played a bunch of good teams. I can't say I feel like this NBA season is about to be one of the best seasons, in a while. Even for what I've seen, I'm annoyed that Zion got hurt again. I don't think it's too serious. Anything serious, but the Pelicans is looking real good right now. As a team, the Nets are disappointing me. The Sixers are kind of. I didn't expect them to be or have the record that they have now, but kind of no surprise there either. As far as them losing, the Bucks are playing pretty well. Celtics are playing pretty well. Wizards are 3-1. So I mean, I just think all in all, yeah. Hey, shout out to them boys. But again, it's only been a week. It's only been 4 games. But as far as like when they come to these Western Conference teams, I'm kind of raising my eyebrow at some of these teams because you don't want to fall behind early in the Western Conference, bro. And I can just say that if you do, you might just be looking at a playing spot if that. So you want to win the easy ones, you want to win early. But at the same time, it's only been 4 games, about 4 or 5 games for each team. So still a long season ahead. But yeah, the Raptors too. The Raptors looking all right too, man.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely looking all right. The Heat, I'm definitely a little disappointed in. It is early in the season, so I'm not going to overreact. But having our first 4 games at home and only winning one of those is very telling, especially it looks like we're turning around how we've been playing in the third quarter. But those first 4 games, we played absolutely horrible in the third quarter for a team was like the best third quarter team last year in the NBA. Like DeMar DeRozan dropped damn near 28. Not damn near. He dropped 28 points in the second half versus us, 19 in the third quarter. Jason Tatum dropped 19 in the third quarter versus us as well. So it's very telling. I mean, yeah, I knew we were going to miss PJ Tucker, but I also don't think that's like the thing that's really hurting us that much. I just think that we're not playing as well. Kyle Lowry looked like shit, but now that we're on the road, he's playing a lot better. So that's good. I saw a joke. Somebody was like, I'm not worried about Tyler Hero. Role players play better at home. I'm like, come on, bro. Don't do Tyler like that, dog. Jovic has been getting in, and he's been getting some minutes, so I'm happy about that, taking away from the Dedmon minutes. But when he is out there, he looks like a horny kid out there. He's just too excited and running around. Like, I just need him to slow down, bro. I swear he looked like he's just running around and just jittery all like he on pre-workout. I'm like, bro, relax, bro. I know you 19, bro, but you got to relax, bro. You got to relax. So I need Jovic to relax. But I'm happy there's no more Dwayne Dedmon minutes. Those are dead men. So I'm happy about that. So
facts, man.
But I'm surprising. The Blazers really surprised me. I like how they're looking. Dame, Anthony Simons, and I think the important part is like they had 2 game winners, and Anthony Simons and Jeremy Grant hit those. And Dame said something very telling, which just speaks to his leadership, where he was like, "Yo, it's early in the season, so I know I'm gonna need those 2, so I gotta make sure I give them the confidence now. So when it gets late into the season, when we need to win those games, they know that I trust them, and they can have the utmost confidence to do what they need to do to ball out."
I believe he just got hurt, though, right?
He did get hurt versus us, I believe.
Right.
But I think he should be fine. I believe he's not going to
come back soon.
Yeah. So, but he's looking right. He's looking like a top 75 player. And people were telling me Kyrie was better, Tony Parker was better. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, man. And Dame came out here. He heard all that noise in the off season, man. But let's go ahead and get to clearly the disappointments that we have. So the Lakers are 0-4, and they play tonight. Hopefully they can win tonight. They got Russell Westbrook coming off the bench tonight. That is the report. AD is out. So my question to you guys are two things. What is wrong with the Lakers, and should they trade Westbrook before Thanksgiving?
Westbrook? I wouldn't trade Westbrook.
You're the first person to say that. Why wouldn't you trade Westbrook, Joey?
I'm trading Anthony Davis.
So you think AD is more the issue than Westbrook is the issue?
I'm getting rid of AD because first, he has more trade value, and he also, I know what I'm gonna get out of Russ. I know what I can get out of Russ, and if Russ can turn around, I know what he can give me. AD, I don't know if he can stay on the court. I can't trust that. I can't count on that. I have to take my losses now and trade AD and get the best I can out of it and put the right players around LeBron. I think they should trade their GM because their GM's terrible. Their GM, he's like, bro, how can you not see what the Heat has done, what Cavaliers has done, and you can't do the same thing? And it just bothers me, and it's just like, man, just not like the Lakers. So I'm just like, and I feel bad for LeBron. So I'm like, for me, I said get rid of AD, you keep Russ, and just get what you can out of AD, man, and try to work something out. LeBron's gonna make it work. LeBron is LeBron James. You just gotta get him somebody out there that you know that can help him get a bucket. And if you trade AD, I'm sure you can get somebody for him.
At first when you said trade AD, I was like, yo, you're kind of crazy, you wildin'. But the way you say it, and now that I think it makes sense, because one, you get rid of AD, you get that money off the books. All right, AD's money's off the books, right? We know no matter what, that $47 million you're paying Russell Westbrook is going to come off the books at the end of next year. So now let's say potentially you got $80 million to say that you could play with going into this offseason, moves you can make with AD. Probably could get some comparable pieces, some really good role players. You might not even want to get draft picks. You just get some really good role players, you get AD. Some shooters, some wing guys, a big man that can stretch the floor a little bit. You still have Russ come off the bench because that's what they're doing tonight. So now you have a playmaker on the court, playmaker when Braun gets off the court. And you still got Dennis Schroeder who's like to come back. And I think Dennis Schroeder could get them some really good, valuable minutes. I don't know what the hell has happened to Kendrick Nunn. But the biggest thing that's problem with the Lakers right now is their shooting is absolutely terrible. I think they're the worst three-point shooting team in the league right now. And people are leaving them open. But I don't, as a Russell Westbrook fan, man, he's making it hard. He is making it hard, but it's not his fault because I get it. He's not a catch-and-shoot guy. He needs to get in rhythm. So because he can't get in rhythm, it looks disgusting. Braun needs to be in rhythm because obviously he's the second greatest player, first greatest player all time, wherever you want to have him. And he's still looking like Braun is still that guy. So it's like, it's tough. But I think, you're not going to get that much for Russ. You're going to have to give up those 2 draft picks that you don't want to give up. So, give up AD, get some good role pieces. Now, I have to ask you, where do you think he can where would you trade AD to where you could get some good, valuable pieces back for him?
Oh, man. I mean,
do you trade him to a Charlotte and try to get P.J. Washington, Gordon Hayward, Terry Rozier, and a draft pick with Kelly Oubre?
I don't even know if Charlotte falls for that, though. I
mean, Jordan's trash at building teams, so
that's what you pick on. I don't know. I mean, that's a good. That sounds good. It sounds good, but I mean, I don't even know what the market is like now, bro. Because the market is crazy after all the trades that just happened. So
you think AD is less valuable than Rudy Gobert? They got a lot for Rudy Gobert.
No. That's the thing. I think AD is more valuable, so there's a lot people will have to give up, and I don't think people are willing to sell their team for.
But if Charlotte wants to get into that Victor Wembanyama, they won't give up this draft pick, but they'll give up future draft picks. Probably give them like a Mark Williams, that rookie that they got. Give them P.J. Washington or Kelly Oubre with Hayward.
So LaMelo's off. He's untouchable.
Oh no, there's no yeah. They're not getting Melo at all.
Yeah, that's not happening.
That's zero chance. I wouldn't do that.
No. I don't know. I was maybe thinking on maybe some players on the Knicks that he could probably use over there.
Well, so you give up Cam Reddish, Emmanuel quickly,
and that's the thing about it. I feel like the Knicks aren't using Cam Reddish as well.
I mean, he's been getting burned now, and he had a good
getting more time and things like that. I don't know if that's a system for him, but I don't know if he comes to play with LeBron if that's the system for him either. So it's all about getting the right pieces around LeBron. He needs shooters, dudes that need to knock down, because LeBron's gonna get you the chip. You just gotta get He's gonna get you there. I don't know.
Yeah, Cam Reddish playing 21 minutes this year, the most minutes he's played thus far in his career. Shooting 45% from the field, from 3-point land on. That's only 3 attempts a game.
Okay.
All right. So they'll probably get down to like 35, 36. But they don't got nobody on Lakers that's doing that now. So
yeah, exactly. Exactly. So
when Lonnie Walker's taking 25 shots a game, that's
that is wild. That is why I saw him on the court. I'm like, who is this guy? Why is this guy shooting the ball?
I thought Lonnie Walker was gonna be so nice coming out of college, bro, because he used to go crazy at the U. Yeah. Smooth. What are your thoughts, man?
I agree with the AD trade. It just, like you said, it's a matter of where. I was thinking Dallas maybe, because I know we discussed Luka needing a big man, and they have a lot of
wing play
valuable. Yeah, they have a lot of valuable players who can also shoot the ball. Before Ayton signed his max contract, that probably would have been a good trade as well. For him to go to the Suns for a couple of their pieces. But I think Joey's right. You don't get rid of Westbrook. And if Westbrook can really get it together, bro, Westbrook is a player that you run the offense through. You know what I'm saying? Like if Westbrook can get to half of what he used to be, the Lakers would be just fine, even with AD on the not being guaranteed to play night in and night out.
I think if we just get Wizards Russell Westbrook,
yeah,
they will be fine. Right?
Because right now LeBron is literally the ISO player, and the way he plays is post up wing and find an open man. AD is a big man. Obviously, he's gonna get his points, but you're not going that. You need shooters. You need shooters around a LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Because LeBron is not a shooter. LeBron's not a Luka who's gonna come down and just pull up. He's not doing that. He's not JT who can do that. There are players who can play ISO basketball but also shoot. But LeBron's not that player. So he has always had shooters around him to fill the gaps. And this team has no shooters, like we already mentioned. But however, if Westbrook can be the person to control the ball and control the offense, that will open up more offense for LeBron, more offense for AD, spread the floor a little bit more. But if you get rid of AD, it would just be, like we said, a matter of getting some good pieces to put around LeBron. Because I do think, like Dennis Schroeder, he can be somebody you can run the offense through. Obviously, you know what I'm saying? Obviously not to the point where, he's scoring buckets and stuff, but he's a decent two-way player. And I think he just is, and then you got Pat Bev too, who can defend as well. So it's just a matter of finding some shooters, bro, and that's literally what they need.
I think definitely a couple pieces away of being.
It's just that I don't know who would trade. Even with saying that, I don't know who would trade for AD or Russ. You know what I'm saying? Because AD he's a walking injury. He's you know what I'm saying? He's so frail, and then Russ is so inconsistent. So I think they both stuck in those situations. But we'll see. I think it's too. I looked at my wrist like I gotta watch him. I think it's kind of too early to panic. And I think I'm hoping that they can at least make the playoffs, make a little run in the playoffs, because this is kind of how everybody's starting to see LeBron now, and that's kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he can't even make the playoffs with who he got. He didn't make the playoffs last year. He got bounced the first round year before. Um, he did win in 2020, but they call it a Mickey Mouse ring. And I don't want people to. I just don't want people to start looking at the end of LeBron's career, because nobody blamed Jordan for keeping. You know what I'm saying? Keep playing and going to the Wizards. We don't even acknowledge that. But I feel like this is more of a narrative. Oh, he ain't do nothing in LA. He had a big three. You know what I'm saying?
And for that, I would say it's because Jordan dominated his era, whereas LeBron dominated statistically in his era, but not winning.
Yeah, I'm Jordan,
not. Jordan did both. So at the end of Jordan's career, everybody's like, it's just this old guy. We just want to keep watching him.
We just talk about the middle of Jordan's career. We don't talk about the beginning. We don't talk about the end.
We don't.
We act like Jordan
because that's his.
Seasons, which is
but
crazy.
That was his prime, though. But you also got to think about he left, came back and won. Like that's.
I mean, you're fresh. You're fresh. You're fresh. Your legs is fresh.
But in LeBron's prime, we can't say that he dominated winning. All right, but we can definitely say statistically, LeBron was the best player of all time.
I mean, he won more.
You mean dominated? You mean
championships?
When
I'm saying so.
Dominated winning. He dominated.
No, I say winning. I say winning. The reason why I say winning because at the end of the
day,
no
one has more playoffs wins.
Yeah,
no one has more. You win championships.
Winning championships. Winning is the
and he wasn't favored in most of those.
It's not the same thing, Joey.
It is the same thing. Winning champion, because if you won that season, you won the championship. You went all the way and you beat everybody. That's what I mean by winning. That's dominating winning. Dominating winning is winning the whole thing, and nobody else is beating. LeBron James, Michael Jordan did not lose in the finals. LeBron has.
That's a fact.
And that's what it just came down to.
LeBron never didn't lose in the first round until year 18.
Till year 18, right? You're right. But statistically, I'm giving it to LeBron. You can't deny that he's gonna be number one probably for everything eventually, if he keeps playing, the way he's playing. So. But that's why he's number two.
All right, man. I do want to get to another topic that I didn't put on this list, but it did come up today. So basically, article came out that the NBA is pursuing an implementation of an upper spending limit in its negotiations on a new collective bargaining agreement with the NBA Players Association, right? This is in wake of large market contenders like Golden State, Brooklyn, and Clippers running up massive payroll and luxury tax penalties. The NBA is proposing that a system would replace the luxury tax with a hard limit that teams could not exceed to pay salary, sources say. Just to put that in perspective, I want to get that stat that I saw, bro. It was crazy. So the Warriors, 20 of the 30 NBA teams are currently below the luxury tax threshold of $150.3 million. So that's as much as you can pay everybody on your team for the season, right? With other teams projected to pay a league record $697 million. So 10 teams projected to pay $697 million in luxury tax penalties in the 2022-2023 season. Among them, 61% of that share is among the Warriors, who are paying $176.5 million over the $150 million, right? The Clippers $145 million, and the Nets $108.9 million. For put this in perspective, the Warriors have been doing this pretty much for their whole entire dynasty. They're not going to overpay people, right? Those three teams contribute 73% of the luxury tax penalties in 2021-22. Among top priorities in the collective bargaining agreement, league sources said. So, that's what they want to do.
What's the hard cap? What's the hard cap going to be?
Let me see if it has a number for the hard cap. I I don't see a number for the projected hard cap yet, but I'm assuming it's gonna be like 200 something million, probably.
With them going over though, isn't like winning championship kind of like a balance?
Yeah.
They're not. So if you really think about it, the Warriors have really been like doing Yankees essentially, paying not overpaying. Because they draft these players, they have the bird rights to them and stuff. So that's why they're able to pay them more than any other team. But they've been basically paying over 150. While everybody else has $150, more than half the league has $150 million salary, right? They have a $300 million salary, right? So that's the reason why they're able to get KD, because Steph Curry was still like, I don't want to say he on his rookie deal, but because he was hurt so much, they were able to extend him, and he only had a little bit of money. And then that could have ended with the KD, but KD was so upset that he was like, why am I only signing, and we're going to do a signing trade, and they sent, instead of getting a first round pick only, he sent them D'Angelo Russell, who was another max contract player based on making like the All-Star game and hitting certain accolades. That's how they were able to get Andrew Wiggins. If they don't trade for D'Angelo Russell, they're not able to get Andrew Wiggins. So essentially, they've just been paying these players over and over. A lot of Warriors fans are mad because they said they're getting punished for drafting well, which I can see that argument. But also, when you're basically buying championships in sort of a way, like $150 million in luxury tax is cool and all, but like the money you make back from winning a championship, it's kind of unfair. I like this for the simple fact of two things. One is going to make more competition.
That's great money management by the Warriors.
It's just drafting great and yeah.
Buying championships. That's crazy the way you said that.
They were buying championships, bro. You didn't think about it, bro.
I mean, if you think about it, that's what it is, really. Yeah. In any sport, to build a team, you got to pay these dudes.
But everybody getting the max contracts. Like, that's the crazy part. Like, they got like 4 people getting max contracts. Like, bro, they got, who getting $100+ million? Klay Thompson, Andrew Wiggins, Steph Curry, and Jordan Poole. Yeah, like that's 4 people getting over $100 million on team, bro. That's ridiculous. I like this because I think I'm for the hard cap because I think it's able to spread talent throughout the league easier. Now it's going to be hard to build these super teams unless people are willing to take a bunch of pay cuts, which I don't think these players are going to do. But when you could go to a team and get your max money and win championships, no. It's going to be easier for these small market teams to get these people because now we don't have that many people here. We could offer this person the max. Now we got 2 to 3 max players, or really 2 max players on teams. Now you get to spread out the roster and pay some people more. So I like it for that reason, to spread out the talent. Now we don't have to go into the league thinking only 6 teams have a chance. Now it's like a lot of teams have a chance, right? So that's why I like it.
Do you think that players are going to be less likely to lead the team that they're with now, especially these younger players? Trying to demand more money.
Yeah.
And then I about to say, who do you think started that? Well, do y'all think this really came from that LeBron move to Miami?
Yeah.
I think it's with the Warriors because LeBron and them they took pay cuts to go to Miami. Remember
They did, but we also have to understand that LeBron did bounce around, and when he went back to the Cavaliers, they did pay Kyrie. They did pay Kyrie, like, and it was like, oh shit, like, yo, we can do this. So I think when it came down to it, obviously it's the Warriors that caused the attention. But we can always say that it led to LeBron James because KD, I don't think KD goes to the Warriors since LeBron ever made that move to the Heat. If LeBron never made that move to the Heat, I don't think KD ever makes that move to the Warriors.
Well, if the salary cap was the same as when LeBron was in the Heat, then KD wouldn't be able to make that move.
But they won that championship, though. The Warriors won that championship with that team without KD, though.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. But what I'm saying is I don't think KD goes because KD don't get paid like that. The money's not going to be the same.
Well, the reason why they were able to pay KD is because Steph kept getting hurt in the beginning of his career, so they didn't have to max him out.
Right. But then you got to understand, because Curry also ended up getting a new contract
while
KD was there.
Yeah, because they had the bird rights. Yeah,
they had the bird rights. So now when you think about it that way, they're like, man, you also got to think about. They're thinking about the future. They're like, oh, we got to pay Curry the next year.
Yeah.
So,
but
but the bird rights again, when we talk about that, is that teams aren't really looking at it until the point where it's like, yo, look, we need to stack up this team with superstars. Mm-hmm. They're not looking at it in that perspective, like, oh, I got Burrell on this guy. I can pay for him and get him. Like they're like, no, we want to get the. Typically back then it was more like, yo, we're gonna build around this guy. That's what we're gonna do. When LeBron James made that player movement, it wasn't a team movement. It was a player movement where he said, I'm gonna team up with this guy. So now it's like players talking to the organization said, I want to get with him. Y'all find a way to pay me.
But they can still do that now, though. The thing is with this is how the way it works. Typically, if you got a young player, right? Because this is why the Warriors ever use it. Because when you draft well, they got this Jordan Poole for cheap, right? But now if you don't have the luxury tax and it's a hard cap, with a guy like Jordan Poole, he balling. Now you can't afford to pay him. So now you have to trade him to get something back, or he's going to sign off.
And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm saying with the Lakers now. I mean, with the Warriors, because of you got all these people that they're drafting, and now because they were rookies with them, they can afford to offer them the max, unlike another team. So they just pay a luxury tax. So that's why I can't call this like the LeBron thing. I think this is just more of the Warriors thing. Because on any of those LeBron teams, there was no talent that they built up from being young. Yeah, this only works for people that built up from being young.
I'm not even talking about. I'm talking about the fact that you said they can. So you said now think about it, right? If this didn't come out, KD want to go back to the Warriors.
They can't afford. They couldn't pay luxury tax on him. They would have to get rid of people.
Agree. But say, for instance, they had the salary for it, right? And then before they signed the Jordan Poole contract, say they had the salary for it, salary cap for it, they get KD. Now they can be like, oh, we can still get Jordan Poole and pay the luxury tax for Jordan Poole.
It wouldn't work like that. They wouldn't.
I wouldn't work like that.
That's why if the KD wanted to go back to the Warriors, they was going to have to trade Andrew Wiggins, Jordan Poole, and like a couple more pieces. I'm talking about
before these guys signed their contract.
I'm saying before because they have to pay him. Like you can only go. You only can
get it because Andrew Wiggins wasn't drafted by them, but Jordan Poole can step.
They got the bird rights to Andrew Wiggins, so that's why he was able to get a $100 million contract. So. Because you only could go over a certain amount over the luxury tax, right? Before it really start killing you. So you can't have $40 million contracts on one. The league just won't allow that to happen, flat out. So they would have to get rid of probably Clay, Jordan Poole, and those guys.
Yeah. But what I was saying about the LeBron effect is that when he made that player movement, and this is where I actually was going to. They creating this hard cap and I think they're creating this hard cap to control players more.
Oh yeah, there's going to be a lockout for sure.
They're not just being
that's why I said this is a LeBron effect because LeBron made the player movement. Mm-hmm. He made that movement saying yo, no, I'm going to go over here to play with my boy. Y'all not going to tell me where I'm playing.
Now players want to go play with players and get paid. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
that's why I don't think it's a LeBron effect. I think it's more so of the James Harden, Ben Simmons effect. Because when LeBron left, because when LeBron and them team up, they had to take pay cuts. Now these guys are not taking pay cuts.
Well, what I'm trying to say, LeBron might have to take the pay cut, but LeBron was the starting trend of players, players wanting to go play with big players. Now, just because these other guys came in later saying, "Oh, well, I'm gonna go play with big player and still get paid," that's an
overkill. So that's the reason.
Yeah,
if they was doing it the LeBron way, there would be no hard cap.
But what I'm saying is LeBron was the start of it because LeBron set that player trend. Say, the teams are not trading me; I'm trading myself.
Yeah, and they took them pay cuts because he wanted to win, bro. He didn't care about the money. He just wanted to win because he wasn't winning in Cleveland. And he needed his first ring. That's the reason why he ultimately left, honestly. So he really didn't care. I'm not gonna say care about the money, but winning was more important. These players don't care about winning nowadays.
But you also remember when LeBron went back to Cleveland, he got paid.
Yeah, because they had nobody on the books.
Yeah, they didn't have nobody.
I'm just saying he went to go pay, but they had Kyrie. They still had Kyrie there.
But Kyrie was on
his rookie deal.
Rookie contract.
Yeah,
he was on his rookie contract. Yeah, correct. But he still got paid. Didn't Kevin Love get paid?
They traded for him afterwards, but that's only 2 max contracts. Kyrie didn't get paid until like 2-3 years later.
And how long they were together? What, 3 years, 4 years?
4 years.
4 years. 4 years. All right. So 3 players on max contracts.
Yeah.
Okay. So
the Warriors got 4.
Just one more.
That's overkill.
I know. You're right. That is a lot of money. But my point was that it was a player trend, and I think this is the NBA trying to take control back, saying like, nah, y'all players not gonna be leaving. Y'all better off staying where the team y'all got drafted.
All right, that's a good topic.
And I actually don't like it. I don't like it for that reason.
You don't like the hard cap?
I don't like the hard cap for that reason. I rather have the players be in control than the organization, and I think this is kind of like a strain on like because they fought a lot for this, bro. They had a lot. They already had.
But then they abused it. I ain't gonna lie, I'm with the owners, bro. They was wilding. The players was wilding, bro. The players was wilding, bro.
And then like you get situations like
the Ben Simmons, James Harden. Bro, James Harden got traded twice in 2 years, bro. He's like, I want out. Like, come on, bro. That's ridiculous.
It might be crazy, but I'm always going to be on a player's side.
Paul George signed an extension, and the next year was like, yo, trade me to the Clippers. Like, bro, that's wild, bro.
Some of these players don't asking for these max contracts, bro. You know they shouldn't be getting them, bro. Like, you know they shouldn't be holding out. You know they shouldn't be doing this and that. Like, nah. So, I mean, I feel you. Like, players want to get paid, but, like,
yeah, but what player that didn't deserve it held out?
Ben Simmons? And let's get right to it. So now, let's get to it. So the Sixers are 1-4, and I believe the Nets won 2 games, or they're 1-4 as well. So now we're reevaluating. Let's overreact. Who won that trade?
None of them.
As of right now, nobody won the trade. Ben Simmons won't look at the hoop. Ben Simmons, you're making me a fraud right now. I said that you had the chance to lead a team to the playoffs like the Kings. And you won't look at the basket. I saw you airball a layup last night. And then you're letting Luka blow by you.
Killing them.
I don't know what to say right now. Like, and then the Sixers, I had you guys finishing number 1 in the East. And I'm overreacting because it's just the beginning of the season. I'm allowed to overreact. I still think you guys can finish number 1 in the East. But what is going on? Embiid looks fat and sloppy out there. I never seen a player. I thought AD dropped on the ground a lot. Embiid has AD has nothing on Embiid. Embiid flails his body around, try to get foul. I hate watching Joel Embiid play basketball.
Bro,
I hate it. I hate watching it.
I learned a lot about the Sixers watching the Sixers with Sixers fans. They know everything that's wrong with their team, bro. And Joel Embiid is the biggest, like, the clumsiest. That's all they say. He's the clumsiest big man that they ever seen.
But it's not even clumsy. He's doing it on purpose to bait fouls.
Well, yeah, they say that too. I mean, they call him soft. Before they complained about James, and but now James is doing James things. But
Houston on these boys.
Yeah, he going crazy. But I think now what I see from the fans that I've been around, they see Joel Embiid as all right, he does this kind of every year. He has these moments.
He's not in shape. That's just
he has his moments, but I think right now they're relying more on the role players like Aris, Maxey, and those guys playing, and that's why I see them focused on. They were like, man, because at this point they're like, man, fuck him, like y'all need a ball, like type stuff. So I mean, that's hard to ball without your best player on the court, like not balling. But I know Sixers. I think Joel Embiid just got to get his shit together. That's all. Figure it out.
Yeah, no, Joel, he's definitely proven why he wasn't an MVP.
He's proving why he wasn't.
Literally every single play, bro, in which he don't get a call, he's running down the court like this. I literally hate that about players.
Bro, I hate watching Joel Embiid play, bro. It's terrible. It's the worst thing to watch him do.
Like you are too big to be, you know what I'm saying, expecting certain foul calls and then crying when you don't get them, bro. Like, play basketball, and it's that simple. Like, this man be sizing up, pulling up jumpers. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, trying to pull up over people. I forget what game I was watching. But this man was like, he had a center who was checking him, who was just as tall as him. He's sizing him up, trying to pull up over him. I'm like, bro, like, put your back to the basket, do some post moves, get to the rack, run pick and roll, like do something. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy that he don't play like that, being that big. Like, and then on defense, he's
soft.
He's soft, bro. I feel like he's soft. He just expects calls. He's not playing to his best potential, which is crazy because James Harden's playing some of the best basketball we've seen him play in a while. And that duo will be one of the best pick and roll duos.
But they're not even running pick and roll. Like I
know, and that's crazy, bro. Like I'm just like, why are they not running pick and roll? Joel Embiid is a player that can stretch the floor, bro.
Bro, he threw the ball to James Harden and put his hands on the knee and was at the hash. I'm like, what's going on, bro?
He be jogging down court like it's like he don't even want to be out there sometimes. He had one good game in which he dropped 40 and they still lost. How you drop 40 and you Joel Embiid and y'all still lose?
James Harden almost had like a 35-point triple-double and they still lost. Like,
it's crazy. But I mean
that's why you got to rely on your role players too, man. And it's crazy. They don't really say anything about Tobias Harris.
Well, he's the fourth best player on that team right now. So
he's a good defender. He makes shots when he has to. Tyrese Maxey's playing some good basketball.
Yeah, that's the guy who I think
he's the X factor.
They don't involve him as much in their offense as they do. Like he has to get his shit on the fast break. Yo, he is fast as fuck, bro.
He's fast,
bro.
He remind me of like when D-Wade first came to the league.
Bro, he be gone, bro. and he can shoot.
Like he definitely got the green light too. Like they don't care like when he shoots the ball.
Yeah, I think they involve him
with
more.
Energy, bro. Like he definitely plays with energy. So I mean, again, this is overreacting, but I mean, I personally don't think they're gonna finish first in the East, because the East is tough, and you don't want to get behind, just like the West. You don't want to get behind too early. But if that duo and then their role players can play at an average to above average pace, they'll be fine. Because James Harden is definitely leading that team. Or you know what I'm saying, he's definitely doing big things right now.
Question for you guys: if it comes down to it, they're still looking the same like they're looking now, inconsistent, not that good, and it's after Thanksgiving. Do you fire Doc Rivers?
No.
I wouldn't do anything. It'll probably make the team worse.
Yeah.
I'm firing the fuck out of Doc Rivers.
I don't think this is a Doc Rivers problem. Like, this is not a Doc Rivers issue, bro.
I don't think it's.
It's always a Doc Rivers issue. He's the coach.
Oh my God. So why are we not blaming the coach in the Lakers right now?
Their defense is excellent. They're just not making shots.
They
wide ass open. They just not making shots, bro. Yeah, when Yusuf Nurkic is doing a head defense position on you, bro, he's like, bro, just go shoot it, bro. I don't care. Like, that's a problem, bro.
All right, but at the same time, you act like the Sixers not getting open shots.
Yeah, you act like Joel Embiid is playing.
They're not playing good defense.
I mean, they're not playing good enough defense. I mean, but
they're not utilizing Joel Embiid, or they're not utilizing
Joel Embiid.
I
feel like he's not in the post enough for me. He's not in the mid range enough for me.
Okay, so is that Joel Embiid or is that
that's Joel Embiid, bro? I'm telling you, that's Joel Embiid, bro. That is Joel Embiid.
I've been on the fire Doc train forever, so I still think Doc need to get fired.
Try to get this man.
I don't get that, bro. You say that they're gonna finish first in the East, but that you want to fire him, like,
because they just had the talent. Despite that's why I don't think they could win a championship. If they had another coach, I would tell you right now the Sixers are the front runners for the championship. But that's not the case. And what really is the case is Giannis the best player in the league? Let's talk about it.
No.
You guys, why are you guys still denying that Giannis is the best player in the league?
Nah, I could give it to him. I can give it to him. I was just kidding, but I definitely give it to Giannis. I always thought Giannis was pretty good. I had him up there. Last year, was he the best player? I thought he was better than both of those guys.
I said same.
Embiid. So,
time out. I actually had Giannis in top 3 finish MVP this year. So I mean, but what we basing this off of?
My eyes, me watching the game of basketball. He's the best player in the league.
Basketball,
right now,
if you watch the game of basketball, if you've been watching the game of basketball, you would easily say that Luka's the best player in the league right now, bro.
He's top 3
by far. He's averaging 36, 9, and 9. Bro.
I got Ja, bro. Ja's gonna win MVP. Bro.
Yeah, Ja's the best what?
He's gonna win MVP. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, but he's not the best player in the league. I just want to clarify.
All
right, because you just threw him in that conversation.
I just threw him in there though.
If we talk about best all around player, offense and defense, best because you if you factor in defense and being able to be a 2-way player, it will be. I mean, I could give it to Giannis.
It will be Giannis.
And y'all know how much I hate Luka. Not hate, but y'all know how much I don't give Luka credit because it's just him. So it's a has to conversation. But he's definitely been balling, bro. He's definitely been balling.
He's been that guy.
I have Giannis, Luka, JT up there. Those are my top 3 for MVP. Top 3 candidates for MVP this year. But I don't think it's a clear cut decision that Giannis is the best player in the league. But that's only because it would be by default because. Oh my God! Right, get out of here. This man is like 7 foot, so I mean, that's what you're supposed to be.
We're talking about height again.
That's a short man's argument, man.
Height again.
It's a short man's argument, man. Every time we gotta talk about height one day.
Hey, so again, is Ben Simmons a better?
He's still a better defender than Marcus Smart.
Based off of what we're seeing right now, is he?
Yeah, what you talking about?
Giannis was giving that man buckets.
It's Giannis.
It's Giannis, bro. Giannis would have gave Smart buckets too.
They wouldn't put Smart on Giannis.
It's only because
I know. I'm just saying
because he's short. Exactly.
Either way, Giannis giving anybody.
But I do my MVP front runners right now. I think Giannis is in first place. I'm giving Justin Tatum second just because his team has a better record than Luka, and then Luka. And then Jaws 4th right there for me.
They have Jaws as number 1 right
Yeah, I just don't think it's sustainable for Ja to do it for the whole year because their defense one is like ranked 28th or something. Terrible defense. And so without Jaren Jackson, I just don't think, and I don't think the shooting splits that he's having. He's like shooting like 40% from 3. I don't think that Ja's going to keep that up. If he does, give him the MVP. But
it's the year for him.
Yeah, I don't think so. But I'm a huge Ja fan. I think Ja is really good. I told Joey in the party, I was like, yo, I was the person telling before draft that Ja was gonna be better than Zion. And then people got on the Ja train, and I was like, all right, bro, I'm done. And then I switched it on. I turned my back on him. I should have just stayed with him, but I'm on. I got Ant Edwards for that, Mr. Popeyes himself.
Honestly, it's because Zion got hurt, man. If Zion stayed healthy, I think Zion is. He's gonna be. He would have won Rookie of the Year. He would have did a lot of crazy things, man. But he didn't. He got hurt.
So who are your top 4 for MVP right now, Joe?
I got Ja, Luka, Tatum. My 4th.
Oh, Spurs just waived Josh Primo. That'll be a nice pickup for somebody.
No, I got Tatum 4th. I got Giannis 3rd.
What changed your mind about Tatum? We're not discussing JB right now. Normally, whenever I hear Jason Tatum, I hear Jaylen Brown comment afterwards.
I mean, they're still a duo. I don't care what.
What
are you
talking about?
They're still a duo. Jason Tatum's just a clear better player. That's all it is.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, listen, we talking about regular season. We talking about 4 games. Let's see playoffs. All right, when playoffs come, we could talk a little bit more.
Playoffs come, we just gonna disregard Jason Tatum.
Jason Tatum proved that he was the best player on that team in the playoffs. You just always said that Jaylen Brown was ass, and I'm like, no, bro, they're still a duo. Like they're a duo.
No, I never said Jaylen Brown was ass. I said that Jason Tatum is more valuable to that team than Jaylen Brown, and Jaylen Brown is not as valuable as y'all think.
That's the part. That's the part where you're tripping when you don't say he's not as
Brown
valuable.
is very
valuable to
very
the
valuable.
I said as y'all think because
how you think?
Hey, let's look at efficiency.
So from a scale
from
a scale from 1 to 10, how do you think how much he's valuable to that team? What do you think we think? From a scale of 1
Jaylen Brown?
Yes.
I think y'all think he's like a 9, 10, 9.5.
I think they don't.
I think that y'all think that Jaylen Brown is just as valuable as Jason Tatum is.
I think
that's crazy.
Where do you have him at? Where do you have him at as value to that team?
No, this is my question. My question is,
that's above average.
Can they get? Would they be able to get out of the second round without a Jaylen Brown on their team?
No. Depends on who they play.
All right, bro.
No.
It depends on who they. Now that they have Malcolm Brogdon, maybe.
All right.
No.
What
are you talking about?
What?
Bro, Jaylen Brown. Do you know what Jaylen Brown has been doing lately?
His value
other than his first game in which he scored 35.
He scored 30 the next game too. What are we talking about?
No, he did not. And he was shooting terribly. Something that y'all bashed Jason Tatum for all playoffs last year.
You can shoot
efficiency,
bad.
right?
Yeah,
efficiency.
Yeah.
So again, they don't win.
He dropped 35, then he dropped 28. He had one bad game where he dropped 12, then he dropped 21.
12. You hear that? 12.
He dropped 3 games out of 4. Bro,
I ain't even gonna blame him for that. It's not even his fault. Like Kanye was wild and he on Donda Sports. Like he was stressed. He was stressed, bro. That's a valid excuse, bro. He was like, damn. He was like, damn. Kanye wildin', bro.
You know that's crazy because we didn't even hear about Jaylen Brown dropping 12 points until just now. If Jason Tatum ever dropped 12 points in a game, you know what y'all would say to me?
I hold him.
It's a regular season. I would never say anything else.
Yeah. But I do hold him to a higher standard. In the playoffs, that was a problem when you had bad games. So I'm not saying Jason Tatum isn't more valuable. I'm just saying you're crazy because I think if we're saying 1 out of 10, I'm saying from an 8 to a 9, that's his value on that team for Jaylen Brown. If Jaylen Brown is off that team, they fall. I had them at the because of complications. I had them I had them at 5. I had them at 5. They're going to drop to 8 without Jaylen Brown.
Like they were the year he was hurt. And only won one game in the playoffs.
Grant Williams is more efficient than Jaylen Brown.
Oh my God! You did not just say Grant Williams.
You said more efficient?
More efficient than Jaylen Brown.
I would have hoped so. He only takes 2 shots a game. Like he better be efficient.
That man just dropped 25 the other day. What you talking about?
That's good. That's good.
Oh my goodness.
That's crazy. Right, you never heard about it. But hey, man, we'll just see. We'll see.
So I want you guys to give, based on the first week and a half of NBA, redo your awards. Are there any changes you would like to make to your awards?
No.
I think I had Luka winning MVP. I think I still do have Luka winning MVP.
I had Giannis first. Yeah, I had Giannis first, actually. I did.
I have Tatum. I do move Giannis to Defensive Player of the Year though. That's my move. And I think I had Keegan Murray or Benedict Mathurin winning Rookie of the Year, but Paolo is him, and Paolo's winning that unless he gets injured. So knock on wood, he doesn't get injured. But he looks like Rookie Year Braun or Rookie Year Melo, either one. So that's what I have to say about that. So
I'm keeping mine the same. It's only 4 games. I ain't gonna change it yet. To talk to me after about 20-something games, and we'll see if I might change it around.
So all right. So we got just to end the pod, we got a keep it short segment. So to keep it short, I want you to right now, if you had to start your team with one of these 3 players, who are you picking? Luka, Tatum, Ja Morant. Go.
Luka,
because he's 6'7" point guard, bro.
Why you saying like you mad? You got
that's crazy, bro. That's a crazy question.
That's crazy. I thought you would have went with Tatum because of how you view him. I think it's an MVP conversation.
That's like Magic. That's like Magic Johnson though.
What's that? People telling me Magic Johnson overrated.
I would pick people over Magic Johnson though.
Like Steph Curry, which is crazy.
I would.
I was gonna go with Tatum.
I would pick it.
Just for the two-way ability, but I think it's a little closer than we think.
Oh, it's not a wash, but like I would.
No, it's not a wash.
Is Tatum automatically second? Ja has no chance to be a second.
Ja's is third. He's definitely last.
All right.
I'm definitely picking Tatum second.
Which player will be better in the game today, Allen Iverson or Tracy McGrady?
T-Mac.
Today. Yeah, probably T-Mac.
Y'all tripping. I'm going AI. Here we doing what Ja's doing, in my opinion. So
I don't think he was that athletic though.
He don't gotta be dunk. I mean, he could dunk the ball, but I'm just talking about like scoring and doing all that stuff. Ja don't play no defense, so that don't matter.
AI.
Damn, but did you forget? Did you forget about like T-Mac though? Like
AI is doing what Kyrie's doing right now, bro.
You wildin' T-Mac.
T-Mac was never better than AI, so I feel like y'all wildin'. Like never, ever better.
About today's game though. We're talking about today's game, but they couldn't play defense.
You say who can't play defense?
Back then they really couldn't play defense. So
that's the best defensive era. What are we talking about right now? And AI was averaging 30 plus.
It might have been the toughest defensive era.
It wasn't the best.
The best defenders. You don't have as many perimeter defenders as you did back then. I mean, as you do now back then.
All they do is switch now. Nobody fighting through nothing. They fought through back in the day.
Yeah, a lot of good perimeter.
That's what I'm saying. T-Mac killing because T-Mac getting that mismatch.
Man, AI is cooking anybody in front of him. You tripping?
He will. He probably will. He probably will.
If you had to choose, which one of these players would you start your franchise with? Desmond Bain, Tyrese Maxey, Jordan Poole.
Tyrese. You said start franchise, right?
Yeah, so you have to start your franchise with them.
Tyrese Maxey. I'm taking Maxey.
Give me Tyrese Maxey as well.
I'm about to go Desmond Bain, honestly.
Ew.
Why Desmond Bain? I mean, he was my second. Poole was my last. Poole doesn't play any defense.
Poole.
I think I had to go defensive minded. I think he's not a bad offensive player. He's 6 man, right? 6 man a year, right?
Who, Poole?
No, Tyrese. I mean, Desmond Bain.
Desmond? No.
Most improved.
Yeah.
In their prime, who was a better defender? Ben Wallace, Dwight Howard, Rudy Gobert.
Ben.
No, you're asking me. You know what I'm gonna say. I'm going with the 4-time defensive player of the year.
Yeah, just Ben.
I'm going with Dwight Howard, but you guys going Ben Wallace.
I'm not arguing. Bro, no, we're not doing this right now. We're not doing that.
Dwight has just as many defensive player of the years, bro. So I'm not doing that.
But wait, hold on.
What era, Dwayne? What era, Dwayne?
Who do I have to guard?
Ben guard one person, bro. A Shaq that Kobe didn't want to give the ball to, bro. Kobe literally wouldn't give the ball to Shaq.
Ben also had to guard Kevin Garnett. He also had to guard Yao. He got to guard a lot of big men that were prominent back in the day. It's like, what are you talking about?
You have an argument
that wanted to leave LA.
The way you have an argument.
We talking about prime Orlando Magic, Dwight Howard, bro.
And that's what you're missing. If we're talking about player, then you have an argument. We're talking about defense. We're talking about literally someone who was known for defense. Someone who's in the Hall of Fame because he plays defense.
All right, that's not like the Basketball Hall of Fame is hard to make. All right.
But he's in there just for defense. The man is
just for defense.
And so is Draymond, but DL doesn't respect him either. So I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't respect
Draymond is that dude. We can't deny Draymond.
He's a good defender. I don't respect him.
He's one of the best. He's literally one of the best defenders in our generation.
Mr. Triple Single.
I'm saying Dwight got 3 defensive player years. He got 8 All NBA teams, 5 All Defensive Team members. Like they got tired of him winning.
He got 8 offense. He got 8 all pros because
Dwight was a better defensive rebounder. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's not true. That's false.
Oh, how is that false?
I'm about to bring it up.
Because Ben Wallace had.
I'm looking at
Ben Wallace had. He was the leading rebounder for like 2-3 years or something like that.
Hold on, man.
If I'm not mistaken. I know I'm not mistaken.
Wayne, what are you?
They got the same defensive all defensive teams. So Ben does have one more. I'll give him one more defensive player of the year.
How many rebounds does Dwight Howard average in his career?
Just because you average more rebounds will make you a better rebounder.
Oh my god!
That doesn't make you a better rebounder, bro.
How many blocks? How many blocks he average?
So I'm looking at all right, Dwight Howard. Let me see, bro. But you know he got some shitty years, bro. Can I just say nah, bro. He got some years where he was barely playing, bro. Like I don't want to count that, bro.
Ben has years he played 20 games, 50 games. 50 games, like he
averaged more. That's it. He averaged more blocks than Wallace.
No. Now you.
Hey, you brought it up.
That's crazy.
Total rebounds 11.8. What's Ben?
Total rebounds 11.8. Ben is 9.6.
Better rebounder than Ben Wallace, man. Like I said, bro. How many defensive rebounds? How many defensive rebounds? Average. 6.5. 8.4 for it. Come on, bro. Put some respect on. That should make it harder for the averages to go up.
How many games did Dwight Howard play?
1,200.
1,200?
Yeah.
Damn, that's a lot of opportunity.
Oh my god, bro.
That's a Tom Brady argument, right?
It's a lot of opportunity.
Nah, bro.
He played 1,088 games. Bro. So that's almost a season more, bro.
So the average is gonna go down the longer you play, bro. The shorter you play, the better chance of average.
You have more opportunity.
Oh my god, no, he didn't, bro. Because look, some of these years, he played 41, 9. Like he played 9 games, right?
We talking about total games. We talking about total games.
54.
We talking about total games, not just season.
You know what I'm saying? Like. All I'm saying, man,
how many minutes Dwight Howard played?
He was a star player on the team. Like that don't count.
All right, exactly. I mean,
how many minutes Ben average?
He averaged 29.
Yeah, 31.8.
Okay, so 2 more minutes.
Hey, he played with Rasheed too. Come on now.
He did have Rasheed.
Rasheed was a stretch, bro.
He was a stretch, but he grabbed boards.
How many? We got Hedo Turkoglu. Talking about
Hedo Turkoglu.
And he played with Rashard Lewis. Don't tell me Rashard Lewis wasn't a bucket.
No,
he was a bucket, but he wasn't grabbing boards like that.
He was grabbing boards. What do you mean?
Nah, man. Hold on, man. This nigga way wild, dog.
Yeah, the only thing I got over me is defensive player of the year, and I'm not taking that.
That's what matters, bro.
What you mean?
I'm not taking it.
It was a defense.
Statistically, he's better than him as a defender.
No, Ben played better people.
Oh my god, no, he didn't, bro.
Did he not?
They just had a great defensive scheme.
Who was Dwight guarded? Nate.
The same people. Yeah, like it was that long of a difference. Dwight got in the league in 04. And Ben started winning his defensive players of the year 2 years prior to that. So essentially, when Ben was in his prime, so was Dwight.
And
I don't know.
And Ben won defensive player of the year more than Dwight. That must have meant he was the better defender if he won more defensive.
Because he was a rookie. You know, don't get the rookies and all that defensive player of the years, bro. Let me see when Dwight won his defensive player of the years. I got you right here.
I bet when Ben wasn't around. When Ben wasn't
2000, around. He won defensive player of the year 3 years in a row, bro. Ben ain't do that.
Ben don't have to do that.
Oh, I ain't think
he got a chip. He got a chip.
That's crazy. So did Dwight. What you talking about?
That fake chip.
Now it's fake. Now it's fake, bro. Dwight got a chip. They got same amount of rings.
That fake chip, man. We ain't hearing that.
And Dwight led the league in rebounding 5 times to Ben Simmons 3, blocks leader twice to Ben Wallace 1, and slam dunk contest champion. Even though I got nothing to do with defense.
I ain't hearing none of that. Wallace is that guy, man.
Yeah, bro. Y'all don't. People are. Dwight Howard's probably one of the most disrespected players to ever play the game of basketball, and that's because of Kobe Bryant. Because of Kobe. Because Kobe was a terrible teammate.
No, what? No, it wasn't that. He literally said, "I don't feel welcome here."
Because Kobe ain't make him feel welcome there. You get a player like that, you got to make him feel welcome, man.
For what? You come in the
That's your co-star.
Get on the damn court and play. What I gotta welcome you for? We came here to win the championship. We came here to do a job. Man, what the hell you talking about? Make me feel welcome. Oh, baby, bro. That's why he ain't getting nothing after that. That's why he ain't getting nothing.
He got a ring. You talking about?
How many first teams Dwight Howard got?
5.
All right, they both got 5.
You talking about first team all defense?
No, first team. Yeah.
Oh, 4.
Ben Watts got 5. You ever led the league in NBA in blocks?
Twice.
You ever get his jersey retired? No. All right, so there we go.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. You want to talk about your bum ass Wizards, and you want to talk about how Bradley Beal has not been playing that well? You want to talk about that?
I haven't watched not one Wizards game.
You shouldn't.
I've been tuned into the.
Let me give you Bradley.
All you know is they is 3-1. They is 3-1. I know Kyle Kuzma been balling them.
Bradley Beal is averaging 20 points, 3.5 rebounds, and 6.2 assists. I'll give him one thing.
6, bro. That's good.
Not when you call him a superstar. That's ass.
He's not a superstar. Are we still talking about
First 4 games, bro.
That's why I'll give him credit because he's shooting 58.9% from the field, which is really good for him.
Smart shots. He's taking smart shots. Just because he's not putting up 30 points and losing.
Let me check his field goal attempts. Then we can talk about that.
I guarantee he doesn't take over 20 to 25 attempts per game, which is not bad at all.
He is taking before he was taking that much, but let me see how much he's taking.
I doubt he's shooting that much. Kyle Kuzma's been shooting a lot. Kyle Kuzma's shot like 35 on that. I was like, Kyle Kuzma? No.
He is taking 14, which is down a lot because last year he took 19, the year before 23, and then 23.
That's not superstar-ness.
Because he's not because he's making a smart play because he's winning, Joey. He's winning.
So that's not superstar-ness. You gonna call him a superstar?
Superstars be able to do that and win.
Fact.
Here y'all go, bro.
I'm just saying.
Is he a superstar shooting 14?
Taking 14 shots, that's just being efficient and making a smart play.
So he is superstar shooting 14 shots.
If he has Porzingis, which is a big man, and he has a wing who can shoot.
He's just Tyler Hero, just a starter. That's all he is.
Yo, 14 shots. I'm not. So, bro, Tatum take 14 shots. Does he take? No, he does not.
Jaylen Brown don't take 14 shots.
Come on, man.
But
shit, he taking Marcus Smart shots.
Again, bro, y'all gotta realize, bro, we can't afford for Bradley Beal to just be taking all these shots and hoping that he makes them, bro. They have to play and win.
We don't want to hope
their goal
that
is to win games.
No, I'm agreeing with you. I'm just saying like that's how they. Yeah. I'm just saying all the other shit he was doing was bullshit. He wasn't trying to win. He was just trying to get stats and get paid.
So what I'm saying is that he's not a superstar. They just had to get other players around him so he can let them shine. They play like a good, well-rounded team. He's not. So it doesn't show anything that he's a superstar.
You're overreacting, bro. wait till
yeah, because they're 3-1, and that's definitely overreaction. We saw what they did last year. So
I mean, when they start losing, we'll see Bradley Beal's that start getting paid. Watch.
We'll see. I think I do have a good team though. So
they got a decent team. I wouldn't say good. They're still a play-in team.
Yeah.
What's your record?
That's why I had y'all.
Wait, we 2-4. We 2-4.
Yeah, we are 2-4.
Played a lot of games. Played more games than anybody else. So
I'm so mad.
And we played good teams. Look, we played the Raptors twice. We played the Celtics. We played the Bulls.
We played the Warriors.
And the Warriors. And the Blazers.
And the Blazers.
So I told you, y'all don't be too hot on my takes, but when them shits be happening, you say y'all play good teams. Raptors. When I said the Raptors was gonna be a top.
No, you had them at 3, bruh.
Yeah, I'm at 3. I had Raptors
teams
playoffs.
I had Raptors at 7 or 6, bro. You had them at 3.
I realize, bro, teams tend to flourish, bro, when they don't have a superstar on the team.
First of all, they do got a superstar. Don't chill on.
Siakam?
Pascal
Siakam. Hey, he be balling, though.
Siakam better than Bradley Beal, so don't even start.
Let's wrap this up, please.
He be balling.
Tell me, Siakam Siakam is not better than Bradley Beal?
I'm not doing this one.
Is Siakam not better than Bradley Beal?
Has Siakam ever dropped 50 in back-to-back games? All right, then let's go. Wrap it up, please.
Has Bradley Beal ever dropped back-to-back triple-doubles? So wrap it up, please. Has Bradley Beal ever made like all NBA teams? Wrap it up, please.
You talking about double?
Bradley Beal has not made all NBA teams, though.
Because he loses. There's not a team on those. There's not a player on those teams who doesn't have a winning record.
But tell me how Siakam.
I say LeBron did it.
Yeah. Tell me how Siakam on that Raptors team, he doesn't have. He's by himself on that Raptors team. He's not. There's nobody better than him on that team.
I don't say he's by himself, but
I mean, I'm saying like he's not like there's no other big name.
He got another All-Star on his team.
Who?
Fred VanVleet.
You said wait. Go keep.
Fred VanVleet. Man, listen. Fred VanVleet just came alive when his son was born. But what I was saying was that he's
two examples. I know what you.
He's over there. He's pretty much the best player on his team, and he's taking his team to the playoffs, and making all NBA teams. Bradley Beal had the same, Bradley Beal had the same opportunity, and he did not do it.
You know why?
Why?
Because Bradley Beal is a guard.
So guards haven't taken their teams to the playoffs and make all NBA teams?
No, not by themselves.
John Morant
has done it? John Morant has never done it?
Bruh.
What, bro? Don't what you saying.
All right, but y'all making it seem like Bradley Beal. The Wizards just sucked. The Wizards really just sucked.
Okay. I mean, the Grizzlies sucked. They had a number 2 pick in the draft.
Were the Grizzlies not better than the Wizards? All right. Again, same reason why somebody like Nikola Jokic can do that, because he's a big man. Same reason why somebody like Luka can do that, because he's a 6'7" guard. Like, and he has the ball in his hands at all time. That's why. That's literally why.
Are we talking about height? Are we talking about height again?
I'm saying they're responsible for more aspects of the game, which you know what I'm saying. Like when you can get a rebound. I can agree with that. They're responsible.
Nah, the Warriors was ass. Everybody was hurt, and Steph brought them to a playing game.
That is facts. That is facts. He did that.
More than 2.
Oh my God! Shoot threes, did Bradley Beal? Shoot threes.
He's not good at it.
Exactly. My point. Nah, you can do it. You can do it as a guard, though.
Not with the Wizards, bro. Not with the Wizards.
All right.
I said he got to leave for him to flourish.
Yeah, I don't blame him for not leaving though. That's $250 million.
Yeah.
Superstars don't get paid that much.
I would be like, I'm a loser. Kind of money.
I mean, the Wizards. The Wizards have nobody else to pay.
Yeah.
We should have kept John Wall. Hey, before we get out there,
John Wall is balling. I'll give you John Wall's coming in. He's having a better spark. He's doing what I thought Russell Westbrook would do. But also he has a lot more room because he has shooters on his team.
There we go. I was about to say that is a way better team. Way better team for him to be on and ball. So. But he is balling. I'm not gonna take that away from him. He is balling.
Only one of 3 players that average 20 and 10 in his career, 20 and 9 in his career. I think him and Magic. But
well, the average is about to go down.
He gonna end up starting by the end of the season.
And stop saying 20, bro. It's 18. Stop it. You can't round up 2 whole numbers.
Oh, it's 18. Oh, it's 18.
It's 19, bro.
It's 18, bro.
It's 19, and it ain't still 20. So.
I can feel you. Feels like 19.8 or something. But it's 20. It's like 8.
19.
Nah, Joe, you got to round, bro. I hate that you don't do that, bro. You got to round, bro.
Why would we round up? That's
because it's above 5. You did elementary school, bro.
No. That's if you're doing. That's if you're doing math, right?
We are doing math. That's why, sir.
We're counting stats, right? It's stats. And
it's 19.1, bro. So stop.
And it's not 10. It's 9. So stop.
Exactly.
On 43% from the field. That's ass. I'm not gonna lie. How you
40%? That's not bad.
That is bad when you're only shooting 2s.
43% is not a bad career average.
He's taking mid-range shots and layups and dunks. I mean, he should shoot better.
He only shoots his career field goal attempts is 16. 3 of those are threes. And he shoots 32% from the 3-point line.
So he's not a good shooter. He's not a good shooter.
He's not a good 3-point shooter, bro.
He's shooting 45% from the 3.
He's not a good shooter. He probably can go to the rack pretty well, but he's not a good shooter.
No, he's not going to the rack pretty well at 45%.
I mean, yeah. That's his strong. That's his.
Because he's not shooting middies. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's not a good shooter. So, but his strong suit is going to the basket and getting assists
and giving the ball to Marcin Gortat.
I will say John Wall is one of
that's what he does. Pick and roll games.
John Wall is one of the best, how can I say, true point guards.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I would.
Yeah, he would definitely thrive in the 80s.
Yeah, for sure. He'll be definitely a top point guard back then. But
Yeah,
now
he just like hating, bro. Like,
but you need point guards now.
I'm not hating. Nah, John Wall's nice. He's definitely a good complete point guard. He's a perfect guy for a second unit. So like that's good that the Clippers got him.
If LeBron James had John Wall, LeBron James would be in a better position.
No, because John Wall still can't shoot. He's shooting 28% from 3-point.
Well, he doesn't need him to shoot. He
John
needs
Wall
to
can
run
play
the offense.
offense. Yes.
You can't run the offense if you can't shoot.
That's not true because Westbrook could never really shoot, and
you can run the offense if you can't shoot.
What are you talking about?
Westbrook had a midi before he became ass.
Yeah, but hold on. You can't run an offense if you can't shoot. You just have to have shooters around you.
Let me fact.
And LA don't got no shooters around, so they'll be in the same position.
I'm not saying just John Wall.
You talking about right now? Like right now, they'll be in the same spot.
No, right now. I'm talking about if Lakers trade AD.
If Westbrook, sorry, Joey, I don't mean to cut you off.
If Westbrook is shooting 28%,
then John Wall can shoot because they both average 43% for their career.
First of all, Westbrook can't shoot. I don't know who said that. Wayne said that.
I said he had a midi. I said he did have a good midi.
Was he airballing layups then?
No, he wasn't. He was his percentage.
Westbrook can never shoot, bro.
He could shoot a midi. He had a good midi. He had a good mid range.
Nah, I wouldn't even.
So if Westbrook can shoot,
I wouldn't even give him.
I'm not calling Westbrook a shooter, but I'm just saying he had a good midi, bro. Don't act like Russ ain't have a good midi.
John Wall was a shooter. If Westbrook can shoot, then John Wall can shoot.
Neither of them can shoot. Let's go.
Everybody has the ability to shoot the ball.
Russ could just get to the basket better than him. So
yeah, on 50 shots a game. So
well, he should have been taking them 50, but it's not in his repertoire. So all right, man. Anything y'all want to say to the people before we get up out of here, man?
Fins up, man. Fins up.
Fins up. Tua turned the ball over? That's what you talking about? Fins up?
Yeah. Power rankings, we're number 5, man.
I don't get that. How are y'all number 5?
Because
we had that argument last pod.
Stats, man. Our team stats, man. Our
Joey
team
wasn't
stats
on
prove
here
that.
for it.
I heard you talking trash about Tua. It's okay.
I wasn't talking trash about Tua. I was just literally stating the facts.
No, your unbiased observations.
You was talking big shit about Tua, bro.
Bro, I said the same thing that I've been saying, bro. Like he just hasn't proved to play a complete game, bro. He hasn't scored more than 14 points in any games. So,
who? Tua?
Besides the Ravens.
Tua, what you talking about? Tua has thrown 3 touchdowns before.
You're just saying that one game, which is correct.
No, not that one game. I mean, in his career, he has thrown more than 3 touchdowns in one game.
We're talking about this year, right?
You just talking about this year? I'm talking about
this year.
Let's talk about his career. His career, he's thrown more than 3 touchdowns in multiple games.
What's multiple? We talking about a few?
No, he has 4 games. He has 4 games.
That's a few,
bro. He's played like only a couple.
He played 20 plus games, bro.
Listen.
Oh man. All right, and he still wins.
Listen.
I agree. That's what I said. I always say he was a winner.
Don't turn the ball over.
Listen. We discussed that the Dolphins are a team before the season even started. That the Dolphins was a team to watch out for because they had an elite defense, right? We use the terminology elite defense, as well as having Tua, who you all claim to be a top tier quarterback. Potential top tier quarterback as well as
whoa.
Potential.
Don't put words in our mouth. We didn't say potential top tier. We said he's going to be good enough. I said he was going to be good enough. And what I also said at the beginning of the season was that I'm going to watch this season. I'm going to be a fan. I'm going to root him on, and I'm going to watch to see what he does. And he proved me.
You also stated that if Tua didn't get hurt, that they would be undefeated.
I did say that.
Okay.
I did say that. We beat the Jets. We don't lose to we beat the Jets. We don't lose to the Bengals.
Y'all lost to the Jets.
I said if Tua's plays, we beat the Jets. We don't lose to the Bengals.
That's neither here nor there though.
I'm just saying the games that we lost that makes us 4-3 right now. We beat the Jets. We don't lose to the Bengals, and the other team we lost to was the Vikings. We beat the Vikings.
Maybe that's hypothetical again. That's neither here nor there.
Beat them.
However, my point has been the Dolphins have never shown to be able to play a complete game as a team.
And I also want to mention the Vikings are a top team in their division and their conference, and so is the Jets right now.
Y'all supposed to lose to us, bro.
Whatever.
Y'all supposed to lose to us.
Listen.
No. You wasn't. They wasn't supposed to lose to y'all. Joey know they're supposed to lose to us.
No.
He's supposed to throw 4 interceptions. That's what was supposed to happen.
Wait. Okay, let's talk about this because y'all want to talk about he's supposed to throw 4 interceptions, all this other stuff. Other quarterbacks almost should have thrown 4 interceptions.
No, not almost 4 quarterbacks threw the ball 4 different times in the game to people's hands. I've never seen that in the hands.
Josh Allen did that against the Dolphins. We dropped many touchdowns against Josh Allen.
Smooth, you messing everything up, bro.
So Josh Allen did it this season already. All right. So let's not talk about that. Second, McDaniel made the dumb decision not to kick the field goal. We kicked that field goal. Well, I'm not worried about the game. He went for it on 4th down. I was so upset. I'm like, bro, why the hell y'all go for it? But whatever. We still won. Y'all offense couldn't get it done. I'm happy.
They trash. That's why.
They picked on Noah all game, and he finished the game and got that pick. He should have ran the ball, but
he should have. Smooth gonna mess everything up.
Fins up. My team is undefeated on all y'all against all y'all teams right now.
You're right, but y'all still
4
third
games
in
a row.
You still
The
third.
Steelers 2-0. The Ravens 2-0.
I don't know why we keep on talking about this, bro. Like,
listen, I'm just happy we ain't on the winning column right now. For y'all to catch up, y'all gotta win a lot more games. That's all.
You so happy. You so happy with being mediocre, bro. Well,
hold on, y'all want to pick the games for this week since we still
crazy.
Here?
He said mediocre. How are we mediocre and our team stats are ranked top 5? Our quarterback came back and we won. Like I said, our quarterback's gonna come back and we're gonna win. And we're gonna win this week again. So what are you saying to me?
Who y'all play?
Undefeated this season. We play the Lions.
We play the Lions, bro.
Tua is still undefeated this season, though. But Tua beat the Bills, right?
All right, let's go. Hold on. Let's do this. Hold on. Let's do this. Let's do a pick 'em.
160 yards with one.
I mean, he's the quarterback. He beat the Bills.
He beat the Bills. Man.
Yeah. Let's pick these games real quick. So, first matchup we have the Broncos versus the Jaguars. Who you guys got?
Jaguars.
I got my money on the Broncos if Russell Wilson don't play.
He playing.
Money on Jags.
All right, I got the Jags. Who you got, Smooth? Gotta say it louder for the camera.
Jags.
All right.
I got my teams on the game too.
Panthers versus the Falcons.
Falcons.
Panthers is because he's not playing. Baker not playing, right?
No, he's not playing.
Panthers.
I got the Panthers as well. Bears versus the Cowboys.
Cowboys.
I got Cowboys. Dolphins versus the Lions. I got Dolphins.
Yep, Dolphins.
Cardinals versus the Vikings. I got the Vikings.
Vikings.
Saints versus the Raiders. I got the Raiders.
I have the Saints.
Who you said, Smoke?
Raiders.
Packers versus the Patriots versus the Jets. I got the Jets.
Oh yeah, I got the Jets.
Zappy Hour, Bowie.
Zappy's back.
We start him, bro. We would have.
Is Zappy starting? Is that
we would have won this past week if
is he starting this week though?
Yeah, I hope so.
He came in and y'all had the lead and he blew it. I don't know what you mean y'all would have won.
Don't do that.
I got the Patriots.
He threw the ball to people.
It messed up the rhythm, bro.
He came in and threw 2 big passes. Then he messed up the rhythm by throwing 2 interceptions.
I told you that.
I got
our defense played like trash.
Yeah.
The defense played like trash, or you guys threw 2 interceptions and one was a pick 6.
Our defense played like trash, bro. We could
he threw a
not
pick
stop
6?
the short game. He
Zappy
messed up
came in
his
and threw
flow.
a pick 6?
Zappy also came in and threw a touchdown his first drive.
That was a lucky ass touchdown. I saw the touchdown. It was really lucky. Stop it.
I think we got the Patriots.
He played decently.
I have the Patriots beating them, yo.
Steelers versus the Eagles. I had the Steelers.
This is controversy.
The Steelers are 2-5 playing against the best team in the league in Philly.
It has a matchup for it. It's designed for a upset. I'm telling you.
You know, DL, man, I would agree with you on this, man. But I have watched the Steelers play really good teams. They win, and it bothers me. So I'm gonna go with my gut this time, and I'm gonna say they're gonna win.
You're gonna pick them to beat the team at 6-0.
If there's a team to beat them, I think it will be the Steelers, and it would just be
playing against one of the best defenses in the league with a quarterback. You say the ball to
defense is going to win them this game. Defense is going to win the Steelers this game.
Eagles.
That's
hands down.
I got Titans versus the Texans. I got the Titans.
Shut them out.
Titans.
Commanders versus Colts. I got the Commanders.
Carson Wentz not playing?
No.
All right, Commanders.
Yeah, don't disrespect Carson, man.
What you mean?
Disrespecting Carson.
They should build with Heineke for real. They should just.
That's wild.
No.
Rams versus the 49ers. I got the 49ers.
49ers as well.
Giants versus the Seahawks. I got the Giants.
That's going to be a good game.
No. I'm going with the Seahawks. I think they're going to beat them, bro.
I'm going with the Giants.
Bills versus the Packers. I'm going Packers.
Bills.
You think the Bills going to lose that one? I'm going with the Bills.
And Bengals versus Browns. I'm going Bengals.
Browns.
Yeah, I think Aaron Rodgers is tired of the bullshit this week.
I don't think that's. I don't care.
Just because Aaron Rodgers is tired of him.
Yeah. I don't care how tired he is.
I just got faith in Aaron, man. I got faith in Aaron.
They could be exhausted. They still gonna lose.
All right, man. Well, that is the week. What is this? Week 8 pick'em. So appreciate everybody that came through and listened to this podcast. And make sure you guys hit that like, comment, subscribe button down there on the pod, man. But until next time, my name is Wayne. Smoog and Joe, y'all anything y'all want to say to the people before we get out of here?
No, man. Y'all have a good day.
If you're zappy and you know it, clap your hands.